and I feel so out of place, and I don't really know anybody. And the funny thing is that I've grown up in this church. I remember being here since I was, I think, in 4th grade, and I moved through this church, and I realized that I didn't know anybody. I'd been here for almost 7 years, and I didn't know anybody's name. I just came occasionally on some Sundays and sat down and listened and left with my head down because I didn't know anybody. And it was just really, really powerful that in the midst of everything going on, that I was able to come to this group and realize that this was where I needed to be. And throughout the book, it really revealed a lot of things in me, and I realized that it doesn't matter where I come from, or that I don't live in Reedley, that I'm young, that it doesn't matter, that God calls me to do work, that there is work to be done. And I really appreciate that about this whole experience. My leader, my mentor, Stephanie, thank you so much for always listening to me with an open heart and an open mind. I couldn't appreciate it more. And I'm just so happy to be a part of this church. I've seen myself grow, participating in this group, in kids space, or not kids space anymore, Kid Venture. So it's been a really wonderful experience, and I'm excited to hear that it's going to be open for younger people. And I'm just so proud because it's great things that this church is doing. And I realized that, I don't remember what week it was, but I think it was probably Strongholds, where I realized that one of my biggest strongholds was insecurity. And with that insecurity that I have in myself came rigidness in my schedule, in my character. And before I know it, I find myself at Terry's house with another micro group. And because of my ability to speak Spanish, along with my aunt, we were able to connect with this young man who, background. Terry's house. Terry's house is a house across the street from Clovis Community Hospital, where family members can stay to be close to their family members who might be in the ICU. And this man, a young Mexican man, happened to be there for 2 months now. He didn't speak English. He had 2 kids who were living in Bakersfield, and he was alone. His wife had been in the hospital in intensive care for 2 months. He lost his job to be with his wife. His wife wasn't working. There was no income. And it was incredible that throughout those 2 months that he was there, he had seen so much heartbreak. And at that moment, with God placing me that day with this microgroup that I'm not even a part of, I was able to speak with this man and cross the barrier of language, cross any barrier, and we were able to connect. And it was so incredible to see that there is work to be done. And I think that's what I've gotten out of this book. A lot of things, but that was a main point, that there is work to be done. There is work to be done in my community, in my household, and especially with myself. And I'm just so grateful to be a part of this group.